Oh, there's the watermelon. I carried a watermelon. Welcome back to the show. I know, just like we do at my house, we're counting down. The Super Bowl is less than 2 weeks away. And if you're looking to cook some wings for the big game, because we're only legally allowed to say Super Bowl once, have you thought about the air fryer? Have you thought about it? Well, she was a skeptic before, but now she's becoming an air fryer believer. Please welcome back to the show our foodie queen, our fried food North Star, the one and only Stephanie Hansen.
Hi.
Okay, now Hansen, Steph, we have to acknowledge, we talked about this in the meeting today. We just need you to acknowledge, because we have the tape to prove it, this has been a journey for you. You know what I'm going to say. You were not a believer of the air fryer. You made fun of executive producer Jeff for his love affair with the air fryer. When and what turned you around, dear friend?
It's so true. I did. I got an air fryer actually from your best friend, Jen. Hers broke and they sent her a new one, and she gave me the old one and said, maybe your husband can fix this because he's kind of handy. And he did. And so I have this Cuisinart. It's like an air fryer, toaster, convection oven thing. It's so big, we keep it in the garage. We don't even allow it in the kitchen. But I have started to use it a little bit more because they're so popular. And I even bought an air fryer cookbook, I'm embarrassed to say. But yeah, I've been experimenting.
You know what I love? My favorite part of that whole story is Jen giving you a broken item.
Yep, and me taking it and like, yes. It's a lovely air fryer, but it's very big. I mean, it's like way bigger than a toaster oven.
Okay, so today, now you've come around, you now embrace it, you love it. I personally love mine. What are we doing today? Are we doing wings?
Yeah, because everyone is like, oh, air fryer chicken wings, air fryer chicken wings. So I did a little like research and development, and I've done wings 4 ways. So these are the baked wings that I do in the oven. They're crispy, they're delicious. I have perfected this recipe. I showed it on your show a couple years ago, and that recipe is on my website. And to be honest, if you need to make wings for a party, you can't really do them in the air fryer because you don't have enough space. Yeah. So you do need a good baked crispy wing recipe for your oven, and I got you covered. But then I was like, okay, you air fryer people, how are you doing this? And there was a lot of different tech that came up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you about what I actually did. So these wings, and I just want to show you my notes because I did this at 6 a.m. These are my little Post-it notes. So these are overnight. You put them in like a Ziploc bag and you shake them with salt and baking powder. And then you air fry them, and they're pretty dry when you take them out of the refrigerator and you put them in your air fryer. And again, I have a big air fryer. I don't have a small one. If you have a small round basket, you need to line the wings up like little soldiers in there. But with mine, it's big. So I laid them down and I can do about 14 to 18 at a time. So this is one batch, but these are totally air fried wings for 20 minutes at 400. And then I tossed them with hot honey, hello, and a little butter and a little Frank's hot sauce. And I have to say, these were the best ones.
Really?
They were.
Better than your Stephanie Hansen legendary tray-baked ones.
Yes, but then it kind of started to go off the rails, Jace. Because someone else...
Wait, what do you mean? An endeavor of yours went off the rails? What?
It did, because... Again, I'll just show you my little notes. Someone said, oh, we put ours in the Instant Pot for 5 minutes, and then we air fry them for 10 minutes, and you get like a great crispy, dry rubbed wing. So if you can see these, they're great, they're crispy, they're dry rubbed, but they're dead. Like, they're so, like, they have no fat in them. Because of putting them in the Instant Pot for 5 minutes first, they, like, rendered out all the fat. And I'll eat them because I can't stand to let food go to waste, but they're just so dry. So, you think I'm done? I'm not done.
No, I know you're not done. No, go ahead.
I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, friend. So, these
well, let's do this. Wait, Steph, let's do this. Hold on. Don't put that down. I want people to stay tuned. What is she holding? You're going to have to stay tuned. Part 2 of air fryer chicken wing school with Stephanie Hansen when we come back. Back in a moment. I love it. Oh, the Dirty Dancing watermelon / Kendall's replacement. Welcome back. We're talking live to our foodie queen, Stephanie Hansen. Now, Steph, we're going to continue with chicken wing air fryer school. Now, you've done several varieties, as you told us. You just showed us 2. What's the next one?
Okay, so this is the 3rd one, and they were pretty good. They're dry rubbed again, but I didn't have any prep on them. So I didn't shake them in the baking powder or the salt. I just dried them, like I took them out of the fridge. You got to pat the wings dry. That's a really important part to getting crispy skin. And then I tossed them in, here's the deal, Spice Company's wing seasoning. And they're pretty good. They're not like overly dried out like the ones that I did in the Instant Pot first. So if you had like a good dipping sauce, I think these would be pretty good. But I'm going to just still go back to, if you're making wings for more than 1 or 2 people, these baked wings they're not as easy because you got to rub the sauce on halfway and flip them. But if you have a lot of people, you got to do the crispy baked oven wings. If you only have a small group, you can do the overnight baking powder, salt, and then cook them in your air fryer for 20 minutes at 400, and then shake them in butter, hot sauce, and hot honey. And really, these were pretty spectacular. I'm not going to lie.
Is that basic?
So the air fryer, it's surprising me. I like it.
Okay, before we move on, now that you're a believer, what else are you? Because I know I rarely turn my oven on anymore. Like yesterday, we got Spitz, the Mediterranean place, like
That's
gyros.
so good, yeah.
And we had to deliver it, and it's always a little cold. Not throwing shade, but it's just, by design.
Yeah, it's delivery food.
It's delivery food. So I always throw it in the air fryer, and it's delicious. I love my air fryer. It is the most used appliance in my house. What else do you love it for?
Okay, I'm still warming up to it because I'm very fond of my oven. But salmon. Just like salmon at 8 minutes is really easy and it's perfectly done. Also Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. Sweet potatoes are really good in the air fryer. I'm not a big frozen food person, which is hilarious because I have 2 freezers full of food right now, but I don't buy like nuggets and pizza rolls and that kind of stuff. So I think if you have kids, air fryers are amazing. Chicken breast, just, if you need like a quick breast of chicken for a salad or something, like I would go throw that on the grill. Everybody else is putting it in the air fryer. So it's tomato.
This is how much I love you. This reminded me of when Oprah went camping for the first time, and they asked her what her favorite camping food was, and she goes, I brought sea bass, which no one brings sea bass to camp. I asked Stephanie Hansen what she puts in the air fryer, and the first thing out of her mouth is salmon. God, I love you. Hey, we have 1 minute. You talked about this on your program, The Weekly Dish, with your buddy Stephanie March. She wrote a wonderful article in MSP Mag about why it's so important once again to help local restaurants. You have 45 seconds. The floor is yours.
Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable going into a restaurant, please do takeout or buy gift cards. January in Minnesota is hard because we've had 2 weeks of below zero weather. So the restaurants slow down a little bit, but many of our folks have mask mandates. They're still struggling with employment. It's really hard out there for restaurants right now. And I've been to some of our best restaurants in town in the last couple weeks, and they're half full. Yeah. So if you love a place, please support it now more than ever. They need one last push here to get us to the spring. And hopefully we'll see some COVID in the rearview mirror as we move forward. But these restaurants are really struggling to stay together, stay open. And we have such a great restaurant scene here. I'm just devastated that we're going to go backwards 10 years.
Yeah. And people can feel however they want about leaders and city and policies, but the restaurants are separate. Sometimes they don't like the rules. So don't blame them. Support them if you want them sticking around on the other side of this. So
they're small businesses. Like we just have to, if we want these small businesses in our towns, we have to support them.
Absolutely. I support you. The great Stephanie Hansen, everyone. I love you. For all of Stephanie's segments and news, head to her website, stephaniesdish.com. We'll be back after these words. Back after this.